Hotels now have to earn the right to be called palaces. We look at the new classification which is revolutionising the world of luxury hotels. It's modestly displayed at the entrance of Paris's Bristol Hotel, and yet it's the highest classification for luxury hotels. For the first time in France and the world, 8 deluxe hotels have officially been awarded palace status, classifying them above the 5-star hotels.
This 5-star reference is a norm in Western countries and is recognized as such in the luxury industry worldwide. But in France, we have a little something extra.
And this makes all the difference. To be eligible for palace status, hotels need to have a spa, amongst other things, and meet certain criteria as far as services, rooms and decor are concerned.
This is a beautiful picture, which, as you can see, is quite obviously an original. Our very French elegance with our restored furniture makes us a cut above the rest.
The palaces are ambassadors for French elegance and sophistication, and to meet the criteria for this category, the cuisine is of essential importance.
People say to me now, you are a 3-star Michelin chef, but you are also a palace chef. Being the chef for a palace is pretty rare too, because there are only 8 in France.
And the jury does not only consider objective criteria.
We were also asked to assess the human, cultural and poetic value of the establishment. What makes it a palace, as opposed to a simple luxury hotel? It's a hotel of your dreams, or from a book where you enter a different world. And this depends on the welcome you are given by the people working there.
The jury was also won over by the Hôtel de Palais in Biarritz, the Grand Hôtel Cap Ferrat, as well as the RL and Cheval Blanc in Courchevel. Then in Paris, in addition to the Bristol, 3 other hotels have become palaces: the Plaza Athénée, the Maurice and the Park Hyatt, which is particularly impressive as it's only been open since 2002.
Since opening, we have invested over $45 million, which is a pretty considerable investment, if you bear in mind how long we've been open. Our latest creations are the in-suite spas, so the client does not have to leave their room to go to the public spa.
Necessary additions to stand out from the competition, which in the luxury industry is pretty tough. And to general surprise, certain renowned hotels like the Ritz or the George V were not amongst the award winners and were not bestowed with palace status.
It's not a condemnation. They can quite easily work on what was missing and put themselves forward for future awards.
And the next awards will be designated in November. The South Pigalle neighbourhood is known the world over. Discover this mythical area of Paris. Pigalle will always be Pigalle. The Moulin Rouge, the sex shops, the raunchy cabarets. And yet this area of Paris, which is known throughout the world, is undergoing a change. It's now the trendy part of the French capital, particularly the area south of Place Pigalle, known as South Pigalle.
It gives people a slightly more positive image of the Pigalle neighbourhood. People see Pigalle as very 1970s, prostitutes, gangsters, etc. And it's actually not like that at all. You can see that the neighbourhood is changing, because there used to be a cabaret where the child care centre stands. A typical Pigalle cabaret.
Another hint that changes are afoot. The new road sign reads Jean-Baptiste Pigalle. The Christian name's been added to the surname, which has bad connotations. Author Anne Plantagenet includes all these anecdotes in her latest novel, Nation Pigalle, in which she describes the neighbourhood where she's lived for the past 15 years. This is a more touristy part, more postcardy, a little more like an old-fashioned cliché. The Pigalle that I portray in my book, Nation Pigalle, is more Pigalle by day. It's set in today's world. The characters are middle-class bohemians going about their everyday lives in the streets of Pigalle, which now have a friendlier feel, are fashionable with trendy shops and so on. The author dresses a kind of sociological portrait of the neighbourhood. My novel's called Nation Pigalle in the sense of the people of Pigalle. This nation that lives in Pigalle comes from all over the place. There's a character in the book who's contemplating a question and she finds the answer in the end. She's asking herself, what do we call people who live in the Pigalle neighbourhood? And at the end of the book, I kind of have the answer to this question. I think we quite simply call them French. Despite this cosmopolitanism, South Pigalle has a definite identity. Although the people are now more middle class and bohemian, because of the music shops and theatres, there are still a lot of artists. Young, creative people have gradually started to flock to this area, and in this boutique, South Pigalle has even become a brand. It gives the neighbourhood a little boost, more life. It brings people in, people talk about it. It's a bit of a virtuous circle and everyone benefits. People are attached to the brand, and people from Pigalle have a strong affiliation with the neighbourhood and are proud to wear the brand, the name. Launched in 2008, this new brand is hoping to establish itself as the new Parisian must-have and will hopefully soon be available in the United States.